Hi, I'm Sarah,
And I'm Victoria,
and this is the Yap to That podcast.
where we chat, laugh, and decompress. Let's get yapping.
My ice cold beverage.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Hey. Wait, maybe I should sit more ladylike.
I think our listeners know we're not ladies.
No, depends on the day.
Very true.
Okay, this is better.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You know what? This is good. Darn it. But you know what would hit even harder? A boysenberry.
I didn't have that option downstairs.
Me neither. I ran out.
I picked this one because it's only 100 calories, and the other ones were 130 and 140, and I went, we're not going to the gym. So
No, I blame Matthew for this because it's
Me
been in my
too.
calendar. I didn't want to go, but like, as soon as he said we're.
But you went yesterday.
No.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So you went Saturday.
Yeah.
Today we're going. Yesterday we went for a walk. Today we're going for a walk.
In the
Tomorrow
mall?
we'll rest. Wednesday we go to the gym. Well, I'm going to the gym tomorrow, but then Wednesday we go again.
Okay. Deal.
That's acceptable.
Yeah, that works.
I agree.
I think this was needed after a long work week.
Agreed. Oh, guess what I did today? My appointment.
Acupuncture.
Yes.
How was that? That sounds
Okay.
terrifying.
So, I went to physio for my shoulder. Fucking hell, I didn't put the flash on.
Dicks.
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Whatever. It might help with the heating problem.
Oh yeah. My phone
I
likes
feel
to
like there's a
overheat.
million lights in here anyway, so. One day, we'll get our... They're behind me. We'll get our stand lights up. I still have to buy the stands, but I just haven't worried about it.
We're working on it.
Anyway, so my shoulder's been hurting. It's not just hurting, like my whole arm kind of goes numb and cold.
Oh yes, I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, so I was like, not ideal. Look at how high my chair is compared to my desk, though.
That cannot be ergonomically healthy.
It has to be that high for my shoulders to sit, or for my arms to be on the desk at the right height. But then my feet don't touch the ground.
That's okay. I like to kick my legs.
So I've been wanting to go, so I went to physio. And he, like, did a whole bunch of movements and whatnot. And then he was like, how do you feel about acupuncture? And I was like, whatever, give it a try. It's all covered under my insurance anyways.
Oh my god.
So let's see what happens. So he did a bunch of stuff. And he was like, yeah, I think that what's happening is, like, because of my scoliosis. He had me sit like this. And then he's like, why is your one shoulder so low? And I was like, I think that's just my scoliosis. Like, I think that there's
just
nothing I
there.
can do about it. He's like, is it comfort that you're holding it there? And I was like, no, that's just, like, where it rests. Like, I don't even realize. And he was like, okay. So we did a bunch of exercises and shit, and then we went and did the acupuncture, and it was 5 needles in my shoulder. The only one that hurt, and it still kind of hurts, was right here, because this is the muscle that's insanely tight. So I felt it go in, and then he's like, okay, so this is like electroshock therapy. And I was like, okay. And he attaches things to the acupuncture, and it zaps the muscle. So basically, you know how it feels when your eye twitches?
Yeah.
That's how my whole shoulder was feeling.
That's so weird.
It was very weird because he was like, let me know how much you can tolerate. And I didn't realize that I was going to sit on for 10 minutes. So I was like, oh, I can tolerate a pretty good amount, right? And
But
so
consistently.
I let it. Exactly. So, and the like shockwave was the same in all the 5 points. So I'm laying on like my left side, literally like this. And he's just sitting in front of me. We're just like talking. And my arm's like,
So uncomfortable.
it was so
Oh
awkward.
my god.
I was like, I am so sorry. It's so embarrassing. That's literally what I was doing. He's like, he put the one, I forget which one he did first, but I think it was like one here that he shocked. And it was like pretty jolty. And he's like, okay. And then he put the other one on. I was like, he's like, do you want me to turn that down? I was like, yeah, maybe just 1 or 2,
Just
please.
a bit.
So it felt good. Like, okay, what I was saying. Basically, he thinks the nerve under my clavicle is getting pinched because
Okay.
of how everything is, and like if I'm sitting like with my arms too high at work. So he's like, the time that it started correlates with the time you started working from home, which is weird because I worked in the office before, so it's not like the setup. My setup's probably the same.
Yeah. That's so weird.
He's like, it's like that's what makes the most sense, but we don't know exactly what causes it or not. So we'll go back next week and
Interesting.
see what happens. He gave me a bunch of exercises, and he was like, you better do them.
I need to know what these are because I have severe neck pain.
Well, I don't know if mine will help your neck, but I'll tell you.
Well, it's like this area.
What might help you is like, so I have to put my arm against like a door frame or a wall, and then the door's open, and I have to like open it, like, because it's this shoulder is opening this muscle.
Okay.
So that might help your shoulder and, like, neck. And then he has me do, like,
Interesting.
these with, like, oh, see my, I just clicked doing that.
Oh, God.
With a dumbbell. And then basically like a butt lift bridge type thing.
Oh, okay.
With a band around my knees. And then I have to, as I'm laying down, bring my arm down like this. And I don't have enough mobility to get all the way down. So that's what, like, that's supposed to stretch.
I see.
It's all like my rotator cuff, apparently.
Okay.
So.
Whoa, the rotator
big
cuff.
word. He goes, what do you know about your rotator cuff?
Nothing.
I go, it rotates.
Yeah.
He's like, that's more than most people. Good job. I was like,
That
thanks.
works.
He's like, it also hinges and I don't know what else.
Hinges? Okay.
Because it, like, opens and closes. Does
Okay.
yours click every time you do that? Your shoulder?
No, but my ankles do. And my knees.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half long.
At least it was successful.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I think it was also because it was, like, an intake, so we had all the questions in the beginning.
Right.
And they, like, it's literally the place right there. Like,
That's so convenient.
if you go out to the gas station and then turn right at those lights, right there.
Okay.
Like,
I see.
so convenient.
That is good.
It's right beside my bank, so if I ever have to go to the bank,
Yeah. It's all right
perfect
there.
timing. So yeah, I did that. I was definitely a little worried about how it would feel to have needles, but I didn't feel
Yeah.
most of them. I only felt the first, and he said when he put it in, he went, "Ooh, that was tough to get in."
Ew.
Yeah, because he literally just, like, taps it in. Have you ever seen it?
No. Well, I've seen them in people on TikTok, but I haven't, like, watched someone do it.
Yeah, it literally just taps in. He says it's so small, it's like the like size of your hair,
I see.
like one hair. It is really small, and it didn't hurt. Like, it felt just like a pinch, but
Interesting.
this one, like, he said I might be sore, and I'm sore definitely in this front piece right here.
Interesting. Okay. Keep us posted.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes next week. I'll let you know if I'm still alive.
If you ever need salon paws, I got a Costco-sized
He
box
did say,
of
he's
them.
like, you may need to hot or cold
Oh my god, I use that
patch
shit all
it.
the time.
And I was like, okay, well, we'll see. I thought I had some. I have, like, the beanbag thing that you throw in the microwave.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like those best. to
I
be
use
honest.
those too, but I use the salon paws at work, except my, like, pain area is, like, my neck and shoulder, but it comes out of my shirt.
Do you have benefits?
Yeah.
You're
I
probably
just
covered
never
for
look
physio,
into it.
though.
But every time I use these patches, everyone's always like, "Oh my god, Sarah, your tag is out." And I'm like, "Don't touch it. It's not a tag."
I don't like the way, though, because Matthew bought me those once, and I don't like the way it feels on my skin. It's like,
Sometimes it's intense.
it just, like, burns my skin, and I'm
Yeah.
like, is this even helping my muscle, or am I just having a chemical reaction?
Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, that burns. I love it."
Yeah, literally. Like, sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it.
Did I ever tell you my situation with Rubbe 535?
Was it expired when you used it?
Yeah.
Really? What happened?
Bro. Okay, I think I was having back pain maybe about a year ago, and my dad gave me his, like, tube of Rubbe 535. Also, I call it rub ass. Sorry.
Oh my god, I forgot you did that. That's so funny.
So calling it by the real name is weird. So I was using this consistently for multiple days, and it worked. Like,
Okay.
it helped. And then the one day I was at work, and it was hurting in an area that I couldn't reach very well, so I asked my coworker to help me with it. And she looks at it, and she goes, "This expired in 2018.
2018?
It was 2024.
Okay, wait.
I looked at her, and I was like, "What?"
Would it be that bad, though?
I have no idea. I thought if it's expired, it would work less.
Yeah, that's
But
what I mean.
It worked more. Like, I ended up throwing it out and bought a brand new one, and it just doesn't hit the same.
Maybe it was chemically burning your skin. And that's what
That's
what
quite
you
possible.
were feeling. Oh my god.
So yeah, watch your expiry dates, everyone.
I think I used Rubbe 535 once or twice on my knees.
It's good.
I don't like the way it feels. It just burns me.
Yeah,
It's like-
sometimes it is a lot, and I will be like, "Oh, that's a lot."
like, I just live in those fucking, when I hurt my neck, I think I slept, I slept weird. And my neck was, like, hella
Rice hurt
kinked. And I had to put rice in one of Matthew's socks and microwave it.
Ew.
Yeah, it was
I hope it was a
disgusting.
clean sock.
It was as clean as it could have gotten. But you've seen his clean socks.
They're not clean.
No.
They're,
Those things need to be
permanently
bleached.
dirty. Just throw them away. He needs like one-use socks.
Oh my god, could you imagine? He would thrive.
He really would. Honestly, nothing hits better than a fresh pair of socks.
Okay, this is a thing. This is a hot take. We're going to add on to last week's discussion.
Okay.
If you get out of the shower Will you put socks on that you had before? Okay, thank you.
Over my dead body.
Thank you. Even if I just put those socks on 10 minutes before I shower and I shower, new pair of socks.
Yeah, I agree.
Matthew will put the same pair of socks on, and I feel I don't even like putting the same clothes on that I put on after I shower. Like,
once I'm clean, I'm in my inside skin, in my inside clothes.
Yeah. Okay, well, glad we're on the same page, because he does that all the time, and he's like, what, I just put them on, like, this morning, and I'm like, that's disgusting. I cannot.
No wonder why his socks look the way they do.
Exactly.
Oh, I wish I had a picture to insert.
I can find one, maybe.
Okay. This guy.
But speaking on last week's episode, I still haven't edited it.
That's okay.
But that's because I went to, and then nothing on my laptop was working.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get any, like, it just white screened me. And I was like, this better not die right here, right now. And thankfully I reset it, updated it, and it worked fine. So then I just left it for now, and I'll edit it later.
It's fine.
Probably tomorrow.
We're going to win the lottery soon. And
I
then
can
we'll be
get a
able to
new
buy
one.
3 new laptops. 1
3?
for each of us, and then 1 for the podcast.
That is very smart.
Right?
Also, it's our birthdays soon.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody wants to buy us a laptop.
Yeah, or 3. I have a preference, though.
I'm anti-Mac. She's all Mac.
I need a MacBook.
I would rather have like an HP, Asus, anything. Any Windows.
Darn, I was going to buy us 3 the same with my lottery winnings. I haven't won the lottery yet.
Oh my god, I got a scam lottery ticket in the mail the other day.
What?
Yeah, it's in my garbage. But it's like a scratch-off one. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you win, and I knew I was going to win because it seemed like a scam, but every card's a winner, but you don't actually win anything. People just come to your house to, like, sell you on a product. I literally Googled it, though, because I was like, what are the odds that I won this thing?
Zero.
Yeah. Zero.
Not possible, actually.
Yeah, so I was a little bit sad, but a girl can hope, right? Like,
Yeah, a girl can really dream. I've fully planned my whole life around winning the lottery.
agreed.
And I would thrive. I already know where I'm going to live.
Yeah.
The building downtown.
I told Matthew I needed $5,000 for a new wardrobe the other day, and he went, why? I think I said $10,000, actually. He's like, you don't need $10,000 for clothes. I'm like, Matthew, I have 4.
Yeah, you do.
Those look like shirts. Those look like a lot. 1/4 of those shirts are graphic tees / pajama shirts.
You can't wear those on the weekend.
Exactly. I think I have 4 everyday shirts. Like, going out shirts.
We got to branch out.
The rest of those are work uniforms. And I'm like, I need money to buy clothes.
Yeah.
Because I keep throwing away. I have more clothes in the pile to throw away because they don't fit anymore.
I understand the pain.
So,
Anywho.
Should we get on topic?
Yeah, I have a confession.
What?
I didn't find a quiz.
That's okay. I can just look one up.
Okay.
That's not a big deal. I'm hoping my note is still here because this was prepared a month ago. I don't know where it is.
I feel like we did this already. Did we do something similar?
Love languages?
We did something else. I'm blanking.
Attachment styles.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
Okay, let me Google. Googly.
Which one do you think you are?
Okay. I think quality time or gift giving.
Like, that's what you want or what
Yeah.
you give?
What I want.
Okay.
I think what I give is quality time or acts of service.
Okay.
What about you?
I think I'm an acts of service girly.
Okay.
What are you not? Like, what is the
What are
one
the
you want
rest?
the least?
I forget what they all are. Words of affirmation. Words mean nothing to me. Yeah.
Okay, true.
I've been lied to so many times. I don't believe in
Okay,
words.
trauma.
Okay, so in case you didn't know, we're going to talk about love languages today. So there's 5. Physical touch, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, or words of affirmation. I think least for me is words of affirmation.
Okay, fair.
Okay, wait, pause. What is wrong with your belly button?
Cut this out. Okay, randomly, it just like leaks like liquid.
Your piercing or your actual button?
I think the button. Because like sometimes it's wet in there.
Okay, but you also do that weird thing. You don't even have a piercing in right now.
I took it out because I noticed it was dirty.
But you put that oil in.
No, I haven't in a while. So sometimes it gets like wet in there, which is fine. But then other times it will smell weird.
I think my belly button always smells weird. I swear to God.
So yes, the smell thing is very often, but sometimes the liquid gets crusty and then it like goes all around the ring.
That's probably from your belly button ring.
Probably. So that's why there's nothing in there right now because I noticed it was crusty. And that's when I texted you guys.
Yeah.
So
You know what I used to do?
What?
I would take a syringe and spray water through my belly button hole.
Oh my god, I could do that with my water pick.
Ew, but then it goes in your mouth. That's disgusting.
Oh, what?
But yeah, I would literally, I think it was during COVID, I would take out my belly button ring and I would stick it in the top and it would squirt out, or I would do the other way just to try and clean it out a little bit. I think I would do it at Amelia or my mom or something.
Poor Amelia.
Right?
Oh my god.
Poor little lady. But yeah.
Okay, back to conversation.
Back on topic. Okay, so today we're going to discuss love languages. Have you ever read the book? Did you know there was a book? There's a love languages book.
Did you know I've never finished a book in my life?
Yes. Which I still cannot believe, but I'll forgive you.
So no.
Okay, so. Oh my god, this is so funny. This note is from May 4th. It's June 2nd. Anywho.
It's a month old.
Perfect. So, love languages are the different ways people give and receive love. The concept comes from Dr. Gary Chapman's book, The 5 Love Languages, and it suggests that each person has one or more primary ways they prefer to express and experience love. Understanding these can improve communication and strengthen relationships. So first of all, I do want to say that I think my love language changed from when I was younger.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Because when I was younger, acts of services was probably, like, the biggest thing for me. Mm-hmm. Like, if I had a partner come over and help me with something, that was, like, a huge deal. Mm-hmm. Now, because Matthew and I live together, the things that I have to do are also the things he has to do. Mm-hmm. So if he comes home and does the dishes, I'm not going to say I don't appreciate it, but that doesn't make me feel loved because, it's like, we have to do it. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Like, if he went out of the way and, like, took my car in and got gas, that would definitely be
because
an act
that's out of the ordinary.
Yeah, and, like, for me. But if it's something that's for us, like, if he does the laundry, it's like, as you should.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that we both have the responsibility of. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say that, because I think that's why.
No, I agree.
I'm not as much in that sense anymore. But, so, the first love language is words of affirmation, where you express love through spoken or written words, compliments, encouragement, and verbal appreciation. An example being, I'm proud of you, or you mean so much to me. How do you feel about that? How do you feel? That one makes me uncomfortable.
It kind of makes you cringe.
I can't respond.
It depends on, like, the situation that it's happening in.
And who's saying it?
Yeah.
Okay, who would you accept it from? Like your parents?
Can you imagine Rob saying that?
No. Me neither. I think that's why we don't like that one, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, so my sister had once said, like, hey, Mom, you never say love you, bye. Or something. I'm not quoting, but, like, something along those lines. My mom never used to say I love you. Because it was something she didn't hear as a kid. And she was like, I don't know, I just thought it was, like, assumed. Like, you know that I love you. It's not like a...
Yeah.
You hang up and, you know? Mm-hmm. And so she said that. And my mom was like, oh, I didn't realize that's something you wanted. And yeah, obviously that's important. So she says it. Mm-hmm. But for me, I'm not going to say I never heard those words. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But
yeah,
it wasn't something that my parents did to show all the time. Like, it's not like they said, I'm proud of you every time I brought home an A or something. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't really overdone. Mm-hmm. So I just don't want to hear it now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just feel awkward if you're, like, saying I'm proud of you. I'm like, why?
I think, like, I like nice little compliments, but, like, I don't need you to go on.
Yeah.
But I know I'm weird with, like, I'll tell you and Jess I love you every single day of my life. I'll tell my mom I love her all the time. Even Julian, even though he hates it. But, like, for some reason, I'm never able to say I love you to a partner in front of my parents.
Really?
It's just, like...
It feels
weird.
Yeah.
And, like, even if they say it back, I'm like, okay, bye. Like, hang up. And, like, I've had past partners get so mad about it.
Really? And
I was thinking about this long and hard a few weeks ago. And I think it's because I've never once heard my parents say it to each other.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably because they don't like each other, but besides the point.
Yeah. Or, same as, like, my mom. Mm-hmm. She never heard that growing up, so she never said it.
Yeah. Like, my parents never say it to each other, but, like, my mom will tell it to me all the time.
Yeah. So it's just, like, that's not how they show love to each other, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they don't hate each other.
They tolerate each other, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that words of affirmation, and I don't, that being said, obviously I'll appreciate anytime someone says they're proud of me or whatever, but it's uncomfortable for me to accept, so I don't like saying it, and that is also very hard for me to do. Matthew he points it out all the time, because I'll come home, and I'll realize he's cleaned, and in my head I'm like, wow, that's so helpful, thank you so much for cleaning. Mm-hmm. Do I say it? Never. Not intentionally. Mm-hmm. I don't even realize. And he'll be like, you didn't notice that I cleaned? And I'm like, oh shit, like I did, and I meant to say something.
Yeah.
And it just never...
didn't think about it.
Yeah, like it never comes out. And I'm like, I should work on that.
Aw.
Okay, number 2, acts of service. So showing love by doing helpful things for your partner, like chores, errands, or taking care of tasks they dislike. Cooking, fixing something, or running errands. And I like that, and I appreciate it, same thing, but it's also your job. It's an equal job.
Yeah. I think we have different experiences with this. Like, for me, acts of service is probably number 1.
Yeah. I know you were saying about, like, your car the other week.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but I want nothing to do with that thing. Like, I'll still drive it when I need to.
To get to work and back, and that's it.
Yeah, but, like, putting gas in it, like, I want tint on my windows so bad. Have I done it? No. Have I owned the car for 5 years? Yep.
Dad. I just booked my winter tires to get changed.
Really?
Yep.
That's... What?
My winter tires to get changed to my summers.
Bro, it's summer right now.
Yep. So it's going to go in on
It's
Thursday.
okay.
On Friday.
Never too late.
Okay, to be fair, you're not supposed to change them until the beginning of May. So I'm only a month behind.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Because, like, insurance purposes, you can't change them before April 31st.
Okay, gotcha.
And
I think I did mine the first week of May.
I was waiting for my dad to drop off my tires.
Right.
And so they
Acts of service.
Agreed. That's the other thing, though. Like, when my parents do, like, things like that, it's greatly appreciated. It just doesn't feel that way for a partner for me.
Yeah. Ugh, my dad used to do that stuff, and now he goes, you have Will. He can do it for you. And I'm like...
No, I still live in your home.
Yeah.
When I live in his house, he can do those things.
Exactly.
It's still your responsibility.
No matter how old I am. Like,
Truly.
he won't kill spiders for me anymore.
That's rude.
I know.
That's so rude.
It's so rude. I was
dad
throwing a
almost
shampoo bottle.
Drove to my house one time when I thought my bunnies were intruders, and he lived an hour and a half away from me, and it was 2 a.m.
As they should.
Exactly, as he should. Okay, number 3, receiving gifts. Feeling loved through thoughtful gifts that show you were thinking of them. It's about the meaning behind the gift, not the cost. For example, bringing home their favorite snack or a meaningful souvenir.
Okay, I do really like that.
That one's huge for me, and Matthew did that so much when we first started dating. Just, like, very inexpensive things. Like, I don't want to say cheap, but, like, all of my wine glasses, like, my plastic ones, the stemless ones, he was like, these are, like, $1 off, or $1 at work, and I bought you 6, because I know that, like, I use them every day. I use them for all of our stuff. I don't know why I don't like my glasses, but I prefer, like, those. 2 or 3 of my water tumblers he's gotten me. Like, he just brings home random stuff all the time, and, like...
That's so wholesome.
One day he picked flowers out of the grass and put them in this thing.
I can't picture him doing that. But then I can also picture him going, look what I got you.
Yeah, he literally was like, I got you these flowers and I put them in this vase for you. It was so cute. And I'm like, that is just like, because then you're actively thinking about somebody.
Yeah. But then you could also think, he trespassed on someone's front lawn and got them.
No, it was when we were living in the country, thankfully.
Imagine.
But I also was then worried about what the cats were going to eat. And then the cats started eating them and I had to throw them away. Because my cats are a menace for that stuff.
It's the thought that matters.
Exactly. That's the other thing. Like, I don't need you to spend any money. But, like, if you're thinking about me while you're doing other stuff, that means a lot. That
Yeah.
I can recognize that.
I agree.
4, quality time. Giving someone your undivided attention. This could be deep conversations, shared activities, or simply being present. Date nights, walks, or meaningful conversations. That one's huge for me. You hate that one.
I need to be better with it. I feel like I'm just so good in, like, my own little circle.
Being alone.
Yeah.
I'm very good at being alone when I'm not in a relationship.
Okay.
But when I'm in a relationship, I feel like I shouldn't be alone. Like, I just
Fair.
have like, if I'm alone or single, I'll go out and do stuff. Alone, I don't really care. But if I'm with somebody, it's almost like I have an expectation that they'll be with me, and then I don't want to do anything alone.
Right.
It's not
Okay.
a good habit to have.
No, it's okay. I think that's fine. That's very, like, team
but
bonding
then I won't
or
do
building.
anything on the weekend when Matthew works and I'm at home.
We've been better with this.
Yes, we've been better. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Okay. Physical touch is the last one. Expressing love through physical contact, hugs,
Ew.
kisses, holding hands, or any form of affectionate touch. Example, cuddling on the couch, a back rub, or a spontaneous hug. Okay, this one I like a lot too, but not in public.
No,
Just, like,
definitely
little.
not in public.
Like, just hold my hand if we're in public, that's it.
Yeah.
But when we're home, just rub me at all times. Just rub my leg. Or
Oh, okay.
like, if I'm laying on the couch, like so, and Matthew's here and my legs are on him, just like,
Okay, yeah.
that's
I like
all.
that.
That's all. I just need to be, like, touched.
Okay.
For me to feel like you're there with me.
See, I don't like to be touched. It
That's
depends. I don't like to be hugged for very long because I don't like to feel like I am
move?
restricted.
That's fair.
I get very uncomfortable.
That's valid.
But I do like a cuddle every now and then.
Consensual. That's the other thing is you're not
Yeah.
like unconsensually being like held against your will.
Yeah.
Like if you go in for a hug, you want that hug, or like if you go in to cuddle, you want that cuddle.
Yeah.
There are times where I'm like, Matthew, just literally don't touch me right
Yeah,
now. Like,
don't look at me.
Yesterday he was touching me with his freaking toes.
Ew,
I was
no,
staring at him,
that's
I was
never
like,
allowed.
How about we don't? How
Yeah.
about we don't do that?
We are not doing that.
Okay, so I asked if love languages changed. And the answer is yes, they can change over time. While most people have a dominant love language, it's not fixed for life. Here are some reasons it might shift. Life experiences. So big events like trauma, relationships, or personal growth can shift how we feel loved. Different relationships. You might express love differently with a partner than with friends or family, which I also wanted to bring up because, like, my love languages with, like, you and Jess are very different than any I've had in, like, romantic relationships, I feel.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, I would never want you to rub my leg.
No, I think that'd be weird.
Life stages. So what feels meaningful to you in your 20s might feel different in your 40s.
Actually, okay, yes. This used to be, I don't know if it's a love language, actually. I'm trying to think. I remember looking back on relationships, thinking, like, what was super important then is no longer important now. And I'm like, why was I so
That's
far
what I
on
mean.
that side back then? And it's, like, a few years later, I'm like, I understand.
Like, it was a big deal for me if someone was, like, helping me out back then. But now it's like, I live with this partner. The expectation is that they help out. That's not
Yeah.
helpful to me. That's, like, the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah, it definitely changes over life experiences.
Agreed. Unmet needs. So if you've locked a particular form of love, you might start craving it. Oh, I lied. If you've lacked a particular form of love, you might start craving it more over time. Which makes sense. Like my sister said, like, why don't you say, love you, have a good day when we leave? Now, like, we all say that to each other whenever we go over now.
Yeah.
So that's also understandable. I feel like it can go either way, though. Like, if you don't have it, then you either want it or you don't want it.
Yeah.
You know, same with any other, like, mental thing. It's a good idea to check in with yourself and your partners every so often to see if your needs have changed. I think that's fair.
Yeah. I think it comes in, like, conversation, though. It doesn't have to be like,
yeah, exactly.
June 1st, how are your feelings?
Some people do that, though, like a weekly, like, relationship check-in. I feel like it's more common when you live with somebody
Yeah.
because it's like, what bills do we have to pay? When are we going? I wish Matthew would have a weekly meeting with me. He would rather kill me.
I can picture you sitting there at the dinner table, 8 p.m. on Monday.
I don't even have a dinner table.
The island story.
Yeah, that's right.
You're like, oh, he's late.
Well,
now
this
I
guy,
hate him.
This guy can't even, he doesn't even want to, like, prepare. Okay, I like to prepare meals, and not prepare them, just, like, have meals in mind every day. So that I know what we're cooking, we don't throw stuff in the garbage, and, like, I can come home and have a meal planned. I don't want to have to think about it. He hates doing that. I'm like, we don't even have to keep Monday's meal to Monday's meal. Take Friday's meal for all I care. I just want to know what meals are, like, available in the fridge for us to make. And that's too much work. He says no. He's like, what if I'm not feeling like that?
Unfortunately, I understand.
No.
I buy groceries thinking I'm going to make all these meals, and then every single day I'm like, grilled cheese.
Okay, but that's the thing. Sometimes I definitely, like, I had pierogies the other day.
So good.
And that was, like, chef's kiss. But, like, today I was like, okay, well, what meals do we have left? And it was like, I could make chicken, but it wasn't wasn't thawed yet. I could make shish kebabs, wasn't thawed yet. And there's some things I'll cook from frozen that I don't care about. Chicken's not one of them.
No.
Steak, I will. So I just threw some stir fry stuff in and was like, cool, I'll have stir fry today. But that's because I had those meals, like,
Yeah.
defined. Like, I knew what I could make. But yeah, that's not for everybody.
That's okay. I think I'm kind of in the middle. Because, like, when I used to live on my own, I definitely would buy, like...
It's funny, though, because we just
Foods.
talked about type A versus type B people.
Yeah.
And, like, in that sense, I'm very type A, where I'm like, I need structure. And you're like, meh.
Kind of just walk around the grocery store. I'm like,
Taco dip?
yeah, definitely taco dip. That was my dinner yesterday. And my pre-dinner today.
Hell yeah. That sounds so good. I love taco dip.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, I was at Whole Foods today, and they had taco dip, and it
Really?
looked so good. And it was the exact same price as Fortino's.
Really? Was it the same size?
Yeah. So that's what I'm getting next time.
Hell yeah. Okay. Do I still sound nasally? Because I still am.
No, you sound better.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so knowing your love language and your partners can significantly strengthen your relationship in several ways. Improving communication, you learn how to express love in ways your partner understands, values, and this reduces miscommunication or missed signals. which I don't know if you find that in your relationships ever. Like Matthew, I'll receive love in a different way than I show it, and vice versa. So I'm showing it in a way that, which is weird, because you'd think you'd show love the same way you receive it, because if you want it that way, you'd want to give it that way.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
But, like, I'm the opposite.
Yeah. I think I'm very good at giving quality time, but, like, that isn't something I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where it becomes hard, because you're trying to do what you think you want, and then, yeah. But it strengthens a deeper emotional connection. When love is expressed in a way that resonates, people feel seen, appreciated, and emotionally fulfilled. There's fewer conflicts because misunderstandings often come from unmet emotional needs. Understanding each other's love language helps prevent or resolve those conflicts more easily. Greater relationship satisfaction, so both partners are more likely to feel loved and secure, leading to increased happiness and long-term commitment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I just didn't want to be the bitch.
More intentional acts of love. So this encourages thoughtful, meaningful gestures rather than just guessing what might make your partner feel loved. So different relationships can absolutely involve different love languages, and yours might shift depending on who you're interacting with. Here's how that might look. So with a romantic partner, you might value physical touch and quality time, that closeness and presence. But with friends, you might shift to words of affirmation or acts of service, like encouraging texts or helping each other out. And then with parents or family, you might feel love through acts of service, like them cooking for you or gifts. Your core preferences might stay similar, but the way you give and receive love often adapts based on the dynamic, expectations, and emotional needs of each type of relationship.
Okay.
Which I understand.
Yeah.
I feel like
I definitely agree.
You can't expect to feel loved by everybody in the same way. Mm-hmm. And, like, you don't have those needs either. Same ways, like, different friend groups provide different levels.
Yeah.
Like, you have different needs with different friend groups. Like,
yeah,
everyone has a different purpose. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do a quiz.
Okay.
Free. This is sponsored. Okay, I'm a female. Okay, do you want me to do you first?
Sure.
Okay, so I feel most loved when my partner takes care of me when I'm sick or spends quality time with me.
I don't know.
If you're, like, laying in bed and someone brings you soup and crackers and a bag to vomit in, would you prefer that, or would you prefer to sit on the couch with Will?
I guess I like when my mom takes care of me.
Okay, so I would say the same.
Yeah.
I feel most loved when my partner offers support when I'm feeling down or cuddles me on the couch.
What was the first one?
Offers support when I'm feeling down.
Offers support.
You can say if you're complaining about work. Mm-hmm. I feel most loved when my partner has a deep conversation with me or gets me something I've been wanting.
The second one.
I feel most loved when my partner shows an interest in learning and growing or watches a movie with me.
That's tricky because I'm really bad with movies.
That's true, but you're also really bad at learning and growing.
Yeah. Neither. We could swap
TV show.
out. Yeah, that's
Say
what I was
TV
going to
show.
say. Yeah, TV show. So the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather watch a TV show than a movie.
I feel most loved when my partner helps me out with house chores or lets me vent when I'm stressed.
The first one.
I think we're so opposite. I feel most loved when my partner playfully roasts me as part of our banter or holds my hand when we're out.
First one. Wait, what was the question?
Playfully roasts me as part of our banter or holds my hand when we're out.
What was the question?
You feel most loved when...
Oh, yeah, the first one.
I feel most loved when my partner surprises me with my favorite treat or helps me face my fears.
First one.
Agreed.
I'm not touching those spiders.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, what the heck?
I feel most loved when my partner cooks me a meal or hugs me when I'm stressed.
The meal.
I feel most loved when my partner values my intelligence or takes a weekend trip with me.
Weekend trip. I want to go anywhere.
I feel most loved when my partner encourages me to share my feelings or encourages my personal growth.
I guess growth.
Wow. Cracks me up with funny stories or engages in my hobbies and interests.
Probably the first one.
Okay. Also, this quiz said like a couple minutes, but it's definitely going to take longer than that.
Oh, God.
Remembers important dates and surprises me or runs errands for me.
Runs errands.
Plans and takes me out for dates or validates my feelings through conversations.
Dates.
Agreed. Initiates debates and intellectual conversations or makes me feel understood.
The second one.
Oh god. Kisses me goodbye or supports my personal development goals. Neither.
The second one, I think.
Okay. Takes care of household chores or joins me in my passion for learning.
First one.
I feel like this one is so long I regret.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm doing a different one because we're only like an eighth of the way through.
Okay.
I have one that's saved.
Really?
Yeah, from before, I guess, when I did it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, so mine is 33% quality time, 23% physical touch, 20% acts of service, 17 words of affirmation, and 7 gifts. I think now if I did it, the gifts would go above the acts of service and words of affirmation.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. Why are these so long? I'm gonna look up a BuzzFeed quiz. Because those are short.
Mm-hmm. I like the short ones. Our sign is so cute.
I know, isn't it so nice? I love it.
It's so cutesy.
Do you see that little corner that is not there anymore?
Did one of the cats bite it?
That was Raya. She was eating it. And then she yelled at me.
These girls.
Right? Okay. Choose the statement that most closely applies to you. There's like 5.
Okay.
I prefer to hang out with friends as opposed to a group setting that includes people I don't know very well. I appreciate when someone helps me with little tasks. I find things such as holding hands romantic. I enjoy getting letters and texts, or I enjoy getting small gifts from friends and relatives.
I think one or the last one.
So, enjoy gifts or hang out with friends.
First one. Yeah.
Hello? Motherfucker. Oh, wait, I clicked it. Your coworker who's usually super upbeat seems down today. How do you cheer them up? Stop by their desk. I don't want to do this one either. Why are they so large? Okay, axe this. We're not going to do a quiz because they're taking forever.
Okay.
Anywho, basically, I think that my love languages has changed. And
Yeah.
I don't buy the same things that I did in the past.
Yeah, me too.
And I just don't think that... I don't know how I show it, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I think...
That was pretty good.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. Matthew, what do you think?
He's not even home. This guy hasn't been home in days. He's checking on his mom's dog, even though his brother's home.
I see.
Also, I don't think we're going to go to Newfoundland.
What the fuck?
Because he made a good point yesterday when we were talking about it. We'd rather go for more time
Yeah.
and actually see stuff. Because if we go for 5 days total, 2 of those are travel days.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just like, why would we do that? And
Yeah.
like we could go for like a whole week or like 10 days if we plan in advance.
Yeah, that's true.
So if your family's listening, I'm sorry.
You could always go in the fall, maybe.
That's what I said to him. Because like September, October would probably be nice. And then he was like, well, it'll be cold and snowy. And I was like, it's not going to snow yet.
I hope not.
It wasn't
I
even-
went to Alberta at the beginning of September, and it was so nice.
That's what I mean. Like,
And they get snow.
if anything, we'll see a couple good icebergs.
Mm-hmm.
Go whale watching.
Yeah, that could be
The
cool.
whole shebang. But yeah, like I just feel like it's not worth us stressing over the money if we're not going to fully see everything we want
Yeah,
to see.
I agree. And also, when you said you were going to come back the same day of the concert and then we leave the very next day for camping, I was like, how the hell can you do that?
I mean, when I went away last year, I left for Disney. I came back. I worked the next day. And then I worked a half day the next day and went to the airport from work.
That's
Traveled
crazy.
for 3 weeks, came home, went to work the next day, went away for the weekend.
Yeah, that's stress. I couldn't do it.
It was a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
I wasn't even myself.
No.
Like, I was like a horrible excuse of a person.
So we've learned.
We've learned. That's the other thing. It's like, I don't want to push myself to a point where I don't enjoy it when I could just, like, enjoy it all.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait.
it's not like the fucking island is going to go anywhere. So,
Yeah, it doesn't need to be rushed like that.
and I do really want to see it. Like, I do want to go and enjoy it. So we might as well just, like, wait a little
Yeah.
bit longer. I also am not opposed to going in the winter.
Because that could be cool. Like a whole
It's
different
like
experience.
a different experience. So, like, we'll see what happens and then go from there. But I just want to actually save money for Mexico and
Yeah.
Peru.
Woo!
I guess I could talk about that.
Yeah, that's a good little segue.
Sarah and I would like to go to Peru.
Yes.
And
in October of 2026.
Yes. And I'm still debating if we want to, like, extend and go to, like, Brazil or, like, the Galapagos Islands.
I'm not opposed, just
I'm
because
not
we'll
either.
already be there.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think we could push it past 2 weeks.
No. Like, I still think 10 days is okay.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Like, 10 days to 2 weeks. Because I looked up a bunch of, like, packages.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, like, 13 days, I think.
Okay.
So, and what did I show you? What was the one that I showed you? It was only, like, what, $4,000?
Yeah, I think it was under 3. Or it was just over 3.
Yeah, which is, like, all-inclusive flight. I don't think it includes, like, food, obviously. But
yeah, for
flight,
other things.
accommodations, busing, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Which is, like, not bad for 2 weeks.
No. It's still in the early phases, but
Yes.
that's our next biggest plan, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And we have to convince... I don't think it'll be hard to convince Matthew because, like, he hasn't traveled, but I know he wants to. Because he did say at one point, like, he was upset that he didn't get the chance to go with me
Aww.
when I traveled. And then he was saying the other day, it's like, I had so much fun in Disney. Like, I would want to go
That's
back.
so wholesome.
So I want him to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping at that time both of us have jobs that are going to allow paid time off.
Yeah.
And if not, it's still a year and a half away almost that, like, we could plan.
Yeah,
for,
more time to prepare.
yeah, like, it's not going to be the end of the world if we don't have time off.
Yeah.
But for us to do short notice next month,
Yeah, it's just too much.
it would cost us, like, $1,500 per minimum,
Yeah.
even though our flights are only $400. Because Matthew works weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, him taking off Saturday to Monday, basically, like, a week, or, like, 9 days.
Yeah.
That's, like, 2 weeks of work.
It's a lot of time off, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then for me, it'd be a week and a bit. So it's just like, we
Yeah,
have
it's
things
okay.
to pay for right now. So
Yeah.
we can just save up. If anybody has recommendations on where we should go,
Yeah, we're definitely open to the ideas.
we want to go to Machu Picchu for sure.
Yes.
I do want to go to Brazil just because I want to see the rainforest, like the Amazon.
I think that'd be so cool. Yeah.
And I also want to go to the Galapagos Islands, but I'm not against doing those at different times. Like, those are just general places that I've always wanted to go.
Yeah. We still need to look into it a lot. But I'm basically open to anything.
I'll have to see when... I mean, my passport doesn't expire next year because I just got mine last year. But we'll have to look. Is yours going to expire?
Mine expires in April of next year, so I have to start the process this summer because you can't use it 6 months before expiring.
Which makes no sense to me.
I know. I think you can, but the border has the right to refuse you. Mm-hmm. I just don't know how strict it is.
Maybe it's because if you end up staying longer in a place, or, like, keep traveling, and then you can't come home to renew it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure on the exact reason, but my plan was to start the renewal process this summer. Or maybe, like, because I can't...
In the fall.
Yeah, because I think September is a 6-month mark.
Yeah.
So hopefully before then.
I mean, mine took a week to come in.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So
Like-
definitely have to work on it.
And I'm glad, but Matthew's, I think his is good, so I think he has, like, 5 years on it, maybe. Mm-hmm. So
That's
that
not
won't
bad
be
at
an
all.
issue.
Mine's from when I was 16.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know when my last one was from.
Yeah, they were 10 years.
Because mine expired... Oh, well, I guess it would have had to be when I was, like, really young. Because we went to the States a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, same.
Wow.
I miss going. I miss Target
going in
so bad.
August, if you want to join.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't take that long to go.
I know. But that is my... Okay, wait. What day is it? It's June. Mm-hmm. Which means, first of all, we're almost halfway through the year. Like, we're almost halfway done
Yeah,
the
it's
year, which is
crazy.
insane. Mm-hmm. But in 5 days, we'll be in Toronto
That's true.
meeting / doing a reading with Josie Belka,
Yeah.
which I'm so excited for.
I'm excited
I haven't
too.
read any of the book yet, and I don't think I want to until after, like, she does some readings.
Yeah,
And then I'll
I've read
read
a
it
few
after.
pages, but nothing too, like, intense.
Yeah, because I just want to hear her say everything first,
Yeah.
and then I can go back and reminisce as I read it again.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So we're going to do that on Saturday, and then we have our camping adventure.
Yeah.
I was also looking at Airbnbs for Labor Day, and I think I found a
I think we need to. Thank you. I keep looking and I want to go somewhere so bad.
I keep just seeing TikToks that are like travel, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, ask and you shall receive.
Okay, I was thinking next year, I kind of want to do like a Muskoka cottage. Like a
That's a
real,
good idea.
like Port Carling or whatever the hell
Yeah.
in that area, like a cottage there.
You know, I didn't realize how far Muskoka was.
Yeah.
It's far.
Yeah. And it's
I
expensive.
think I just mix it up with Algonquin.
Yeah. Not the same.
But Muskoka, we could do all of Will's friends. And then it'd be cheaper. There'd be like 10 of us going, as well as us.
Yeah.
Because like with us, it's 5. And then his 2 friends
Yeah.
and their girlfriends' wives. They'll be wives at that point.
We're old. Yeah. So I think that would be fun for next Victoria Day weekend.
Yeah, I agree. And then we can just plan ahead, same as we did with Tobermory, because Tobermory was like, we planned that
Yeah.
like 6 months in advance.
I'm impressed with us that we did that.
Me
It's one of
too.
my biggest flexes. I'm like, yeah, we have a campsite for Tobermory. And no one cares that much. But like,
I know, I keep seeing
do.
people who get like Airbnbs or apartments and then walk in, but I'm like, we don't have to.
No, we're sleeping there.
How close to the grotto are we?
Less than 20-minute walk?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's right where I need to be.
Yeah, because we're in the closest campsite to it.
I just want to travel so much.
Me too. There's
This
so many
is-
places I want to see.
This is like the issue. Okay, not the issue, but this is also something that I've thought about a lot. Like, well, I said in my the last episode that like in like 2 or 3 years I could see myself having kids.
Yeah, it's freaking
But
crazy.
I also
I'm
want
still not over it.
to travel like so much, and I'm not against bringing my children traveling with me. I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
But it's just like that balance. Like there's a lot of things that I want to do before.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like, I don't
I
think
have
you
children.
could bring your child to what's the mountain?
Machu Picchu?
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely can.
A little baby?
Yeah. You just pop that thing on a holder.
Oh God.
People do that shit. People camp with like, or like
scary.
hike with like their newborn. Well, maybe not newborns, but like
Fresh babies.
fresh babies. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Just pop 'em in
If
a
you plan
carrier.
ahead.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like you would have to plan, but also, people travel with their kids because under 2 they fly free.
That's true.
So it's like you might as well. It's not going to cost you any more to bring them.
Yeah.
So it's like I know Matthew's sister traveled a lot with their daughter because, I mean, she just turned 2 now, but
Yeah,
it's
it works.
just why not?
Yeah, I
And
guess
like
that's
you
true.
get to continue. And at that point, they're so young that they're not horrible yet. Like they're not 5
Fair.
and wreaking havoc.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
true.
Like they're just sitting in a stroller.
No, they just might be crying on the plane.
Oh, I'll drug my baby. That baby's going to sleep, and so am I.
No crying.
No.
Oh gosh. I still feel like we're so young that like even thinking about children is like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a far away. And I think that I'll be okay if like 2 years comes and I'm like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Because I also thought I'd have kids by 25.
I am still a child.
In my head, I remember being in high school. I was like, well, what we graduate when we're like 22? Graduate university when we're like 22-ish.
Yeah.
I was like, by 25, I'll be married with kids.
Maybe in Utah.
Probably. Oh my god. What was I going to say about that?
The Mormon show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I love
Is that
it.
my dog bark?
I think so.
Is she barking?
Is Matthew home?
No, he should. Well, he wasn't a minute ago. I just got the weirdest message. Okay, there's this person that I know. I'm not gonna give out too much information because it'll like be obvious. But I know them, and they're just very like blunt and forward with things. And we never talk. Like we just know each other through a bunch of random people. And they answered a Facebook message that I had today about a question I had about my horse. And then they just messaged me. Keep in mind, we never talk. If we talk, they say hi, I say hi back, and it never goes further.
Okay.
Where did you meet your boyfriend? just like I don't even. So it like they message random things all the time, and I'm just like nice and polite back.
Yeah.
But they just make me laugh sometimes. I'm just like
Just so
I
straightforward.
don't know how to respond. Also, Jess said her belly button is okay. But relatable sometimes.
Yeah, I
existing
know
pisses
she's
her off.
related to it.
Not every single word you said or anything.
Yeah. Not me lifting my shirt.
I'll just blur it.
Okay.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry our quizzes didn't work, but that's because they were 800 questions long, and I don't have the capacity to do 800
No,
questions.
we don't want to bore you.
We
to
went
death.
through, I'll probably leave in what we went through, because it's funny, but I think we went through like 25 questions, and the marker moved like this
Yeah, I
much
can't be bothered.
out of that much, and I didn't realize. I was looking for like, oh, how many next? And I looked up, and it was like not moving. I was
10%
like,
completed.
Literally, I was like, I'm not doing 200 questions.
No.
Twice.
No.
No.
Well,
But that
thanks
is
for
our-
listening.
yeah.
I'm making Victoria go to the mall with me now.
Yes, we are going to the mall. Because we're not going to the gym.
Yeah. We're going to walk in the mall.
Mall walkers. She thinks we're young. We're old. We fit in with the 80-year-olds. We're going for a mall walk right now.
Perfect.
Woo! Okay,
Okay, bye.
See you next week.